Hey, it's your boy Fat Al. And this song right here, you know what I'm saying? For all my hustlers who be coming down. If you coming down and you playing this song right here, open them up. Even if the police behind you, your door should be open. It should be swinging. This is how we do it in Cleveland. Hey, it's the Fat Al, and I'm from the slab. First nigga put 28s on the jack, 20s on the leg, 24s on the cut. Pull up in the Bronco, look like a nutty buddy. Now I got some buddies that love the cab and they love the Fat Al just because a nigga rap. Niggas stay strapped, but I ain't talking about the guns. Look when I stop, how my rims just run. Niggas coming up, so niggas coming down. Look at the tall truck. Got surround sound. If you talking down, then you get a beat down. Stop spree well spinning, and I'm capping on you clowns. I am a winner, you a beginner. Look how I stop, oh, blind by my spinners. Look at me, damn, finna make a killing, man. When I stop, the 28 spinners look like a ceiling fan. I done came down, I done came down, I done came down, I done came down, I done came down. I done came down. Niggas hate me now, cause I done came down. 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 Pull up in the Sunday, these boys can't top it. Paint is vanilla while my seats is dark chocolate. When it comes to capping, these niggas switch the topic. When it comes to this rapping, they know that I'm the hottest. Try to make a profit, boy, you better stop it. Cause my hustle, man, these niggas can't knock it. I'm in the tropics. Matter of fact, my truck hit so hard that I thought I did a drop kick. Look at the time, you know I'm a shine. See me riding in the cutty with the boy Brian. I said the cutty, don't forget Rich B, cause he coming down sliding in the Grand Prix. Got the mighty C and Mike got the 8 balls. Spell slap backwards, that mean we got balls. Nigga hate on y'all, I think no. Matter of fact, when I stop by, I get applause. I done came down, I done came down. I done came down, I done came down. I done came down, I done came down. Niggas hate me now, cause I done came down. I done came down, I done came down, I done came down. I done came down, I done came down, I done came down. I done came down, I done came down, I done came down. I done came down. Niggas hate me now, cause I done came down. 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 Players in Cali, they be coming down. Ballers in the D, they be coming down. Hustlers in New York, they be coming down. Pimps in the Shy, they be coming down. Cats in MIA, they be coming down. Don't forget PA, they be coming down. Them ATL boys, they be coming down. Dirties in St. Louis, they be coming down. It's the Fat Al. It's the Fat Al.
He forgot Texas. How you gonna forget Texas?
It's the Fat Al. It's the Fat Al.
Man.
It's
The Fat Al.
It's the Fat Al. Yeah,
what's up with it, family?
It's the Fat Al.
What's the damn deal, man? This is Junior the Truth. And this is indeed the Truth Unboxing, man. Yes. Sometimes you gotta give it up for your damn self. Man, sometimes you gotta give it up for your damn self, man. I am indeed your host, Junior the Truth, man. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to tune in. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate it, man. If I had a million tongues, I could not tell it all, man. If I had a million tongues, I couldn't tell it all. Thank you so much, man. I really, truly, genuinely appreciate you all, man. Yes, I do. I really, truly do. I'm indeed your host, Junior the Truth. You can follow me everywhere via social media. I can be found with the handle Junior the Truth. That's JUNIORTHETRUTH, and that's over all the social media platforms. Each and every one, man. If you really truly looking for me, you really truly looking for me, man, you can find me. Be it a punch junkie, Network, the last place in the world for real fans of the sweet science, www.punchjunkie.network. Punchjunkie.com will get you there, but we over there coming down. You feel me? It don't seem to be it don't seem to be too many real fans of the sport of boxing, man. It don't seem to be too many real fans of the sweet science no more, man. But if you're looking for me, I'm over there amongst them, man. So thank you all so much, man. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate it, man. You have absolutely no idea, none whatsoever, man. Thank you all so much, man. Salute to everybody taking the time to tune in via the live stream, whether you're tuning in via the Punch Junkie YouTube channel, the Junior the Truth YouTube channel, the Facebook live stream, or if you're catching it in syndication, wherever you catch your podcast, man, we really, truly, genuinely appreciate you. Right now, let me show love to those that I can see, man. Salute to the guy in the building. What's up with you, bro? Yes, Lord. Salute to Killer Cam, Killer. My sister Cameron Fields in the building. What's up with you, Killer? Salute to you. Salute to the homie Mark Wonderlich in the building. Utah, definitely in the building. Salute to the Bay Area, aka the Yay area. Joe Towns in the building. What's up with you? Salute to you, Big Joe. Yes, Lord. Salute to my beautiful sister, Shawalaya. What's up with you? Brown skin. I'm gonna stop getting fresh with you before your husband come shoot me. I quit, sir. I was just playing. Salute to Shawalaya in the building. What's up with you, why? I said why, I meant yeah. Hey, B, what's up with you, homie? Salute to you. This is Shani on the track, man. Salute to Gertrude Fields, more affectionately known as Shaquila Fields, my big sister in the building. What's up with you, sis? Shaquila, aka Gertrude. I didn't want to go over Gertrude house any damn way. Salute. My brother Lucchini, this is it. What? Lucchini falling from the sky. Yes, Lord. Boxing and barbecue, what's good with you, homie? Salute to you. Yeah. This feel good, don't it? I call your name. Salute to Shani on the track. I don't even want to talk about Canelo. I just want to listen to this. Get in there, Shani. I wish I would spend a whole bunch of time talking about the biggest duck. Hey. I call your name. Ooh, get in there, Shani. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Man. I call your name. Salute to everybody. Did I get everybody? If we're going to do a roll call, that's how you do it. Oh, if we're going to do the roll call, that's how we do it. You feel me? From here on out, that's how you roll call, man. Salute to the family, man. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate it. If you don't get here in time for the roll call, man, it just is what it is, man. Catch you in syndication. But salute to everybody. Be sure to smash the like button. Those of you all who are not watching this live, man, be sure to hit the like button if you will. Thank you all so much, man, for taking the time to tune in, man. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate it. She says, geez, Gertrude, you don't like Gertrude? Okay, how about Bernadine? Is that better? I won't call you Gertrude. I'll call you Bernadette. Bernadette is better. Bernadette. It's a couple sisters my age named Bernadette. They the Bernadettes that I grew up with. Frankie. They was going hard in the paint. I'm just, these is jokes. So I'm not gonna call you Bernadette. And I'm not gonna say nothing fresh because I don't want Cameron, I don't want Killer Cam watching me harass her mother in real time. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to do that. So I'm just gonna chill. We're just gonna call you Shaquila Fields, my big sister Shaquila. I ain't gonna call you my big sister, my sister Shaquila Fields. You feel me? She 60 plus and fine as frog legs. Yes, Lord. Mm-hmm. Look, Keela say, I love you, beautiful mommy. Yeah. Get this man, come get this man up off your mama. I ain't hey, Cam, listen, I ain't got good sense. I ain't wrapped too tight. I got a loose grip on reality. Shawalaya, I got a loose grip on reality. Shaw would tell him, like I get fresh with this sister every day. And I be under the Brother Tonight campaign. Like I gotta chill out. So I got a whole husband and kids and career and all kind of stuff. And I get fresh with sis every opportunity I get, just to, you gotta keep that helps get to keep the juices flowing. You feel me? And I heard the husband, he gonna probably, man, he gonna mace me. You know what I'm saying? And he probably carry a stick. The old school players have sticks. They got a nigga be cool stick in the car, in the truck. He gonna jump out the big truck. They big truck drivers, man. They gonna beat my ass because I'm over here because I think I'm halfway clever, and I'm from Ohio, and I really think I'm a player, and I think I'm halfway clever. So I got loose grip on reality cam. So I beat in, you feel me? I beat in hug mama and got an extra little squeeze. I'm stupid. I'm certified stupid. Salute to my brother Kano Loco TV in the building. What's up with you, Kano? Yeah, so I got a loose grip. So I got to tighten up. Shaquilla, sister, I got a loose grip. I ain't finna play with y'all today, man. I quit. I ain't finna play with y'all today, and I ain't finna go crazy today. Today I'm gonna act like I got some sense. I suppose, man, we could talk about, but I don't, man, this stuff is, I don't know, man. I don't really know what to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really truly don't know what to say. I created like a whole, I had like a whole script for this subject, and I don't even want to, like, I'm just gonna go off script because I'm only gonna talk about this for a couple of minutes. And then I want to know what you all think in the chat. You know what I'm saying? So the news has been broken and been delivered that Canelo Alvarez has pivoted and moved away from the potential fight versus Terence Bud Crawford for September of 2025, Mexican Independence Day. He's pivoted from that matchup and will no longer be, I guess, engaging in the um, negotiations for that fight. You know what I'm saying? I think, for me, I'm under the good riddance campaign because, like I told you all before, there were fights I'd much rather see from both fighters. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yeah, hey man, you feel me? That's it. So I never really was really one for this fight. Honestly speaking, I kind of felt like I'd much rather see Canelo versus David Benavidez. In fact, that's the only fight I want to see Canelo in, is versus David Benavidez. I'm not interested in anything else, honestly speaking, from Canelo Alvarez. And then as far as Bud, I would rather see him do work at 154. I would rather see him do work versus I would I would rather see him do work versus Jermell Charlo. I would rather see him do work versus a Jerome Boots Enos at 154, or take on that competition and become undisputed at 154. You know what I mean? So I just really think that it's really truly work. And like my sister Shaquilla say, is really good work in their own division. So I'm not really there. Bud versus Charlo or Bud versus Boots is a fact. That's what I would like to see. I think that's a big enough fight. I think that there's a big enough buzz for that the true fans of the Sweet Science will be able to carry that and turn those into potential mega fights. You know what I'm saying? I do. Far as Canelo, like I said, he's of course, there are going to be people who are going to come out and they're going to think that this is, all fun and games, and they're going to laugh and they're going to back this play or whatever the case may be. But for me, really, truly, it's a black eye for the sport because, Canelo is affectionately known as he's the king. Like, people are like, yeah, he's the king. He is the king of the sport of boxing. You feel me? He is the cash cow. He is the numero uno. You feel me? And he is not taking a fight versus David Benavidez, but the buzz is, not only is he not going to be fighting Terence Bud Crawford in a potential super fight matchup, but the buzz is that he's going to possibly be fighting Jake Paul. You feel me? And so now this is what I really truly think is going to happen. I believe that the May fight, I don't believe the May fight is going to be versus Jake Paul. You know what I'm saying? I think the May fight is going to go ahead on and be, for that other portion of the undisputed crown at 168. I think he's gonna go ahead on and go clean that up. You know what I'm saying, and become undisputed one more time in the division. And then he's going to have a super cash out versus Jake Paul in September. And then I think he's gonna ride off into the sunset. I really truly do. I think he's gonna do this undisputed at 168 one more again, and that's gonna be May, Cinco de Mayo. And then in September, Mexican Independence Day, the fight is gonna be versus Jake Paul. And that gives them all this time to build it up and go absolutely crazy. And that's going to be his farewell fight. That's going to be the fight that's going to produce the $100 million payday, so on and so forth. I think the card for that fight is going to be ridiculous. If you've noticed, you're starting to see, and this is just me. I'm a hustler, and I got the hustle in me. I'll say that I got the hustle in me. And the Paul brothers are from Ohio. You feel me? So I peep it. You know what I mean? So I think that we're going to get a card where it's going to be Canelo versus Jake Paul, and on the undercard, the co-main event is going to be Logan Paul versus Conor McGregor. I really think that those are going to be the fights that we're going to see, man. And it's going to be an epic. The biggest selling pay-per-view in the history of the sport. It's going to be it'll be Canelo versus Jake Paul on Netflix. So you already know how that's going to go. You know what I mean? The car is going to be stupid. They're going to have, like I said, they're going to both have, $100 million paydays or whatever the case may be. And then Canelo's probably going to ride off into the sunset, man. And that's just, what it's going to be. Jay Good called it the WWE Hustlemania. You already know. My brother Kano said, I'm not gonna watch that mess. Man, it's really unfortunate, man. And the funny thing about this, man, all of this is that I literally, because I went so y'all know I have a propensity to go hard on Canelo. Like I go hard on Canelo. You know what I mean? Just me as a fan of the sport of boxing, a fan of the lineage, the history. The certain lineages, like I really been watching boxing, so like there are certain lines where I can trace fighters to their lineage, and then I go up the line and I'm like, dang, man, you understand what I'm saying? So when you have a Canelo who's a Mexican fighter, you know what I mean, a Mexican champion, and you look at that lineage and you just like, damn. You understand what I'm saying? When you have a Puerto Rican fighters, you know what I'm saying? And you look, and then you look at that lineage and you like, dang, man, you know what I'm saying? Miguel Cotto, you feel me? Tito, like, man, when you have fighters from hell, Nicaragua, you understand what I'm saying? And I'm looking at Mayorga, like that's just how it is for me. When you have, it's so many as far as Black American, so you got to trace that lineage by the state. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at Texas world champions, when you look at Philadelphia world champions, when you look at New York world champions, when you look at Ohio world champions, you feel me? Like it's the lineage is just so, so I'm incredibly, I'm engulfed in that. And so I just really think that it's really, it's a black eye for the sport, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a black eye for the sport. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. You know what I mean? But I'm not here but I've been going so hard on him that I actually had made a list of 5 things that I think Canelo is good for the sport of boxing. I made a list of 5. You feel me? It was really like 3 and I stretched on 2, but you feel me? Like I really, one of them, and I'm not gonna give y'all the list because that's gonna be a whole different video. You know what I mean? But I did that just to prove that I'm just not always poo-poo. I'm not just here to just poo-poo on fighters. I hate doing this. You know what I'm saying? I'd much rather be a champion for fighters. I'd much rather be somebody who's celebrating fighters for doing the things that they need to do to make the sport better, man. I don't want to, like, I really respect all fighters. Like, I'm not like most content creators. Like, I respect all fighters. You know why? Because they're doing something that I cannot do. You understand? It's no different than me respecting Luther Vandross for what it is that he does. I cannot do what Luther does, no matter how much I try. Ooh, I can't do it. You feel me? So I'm always like, I'm enamored with people who do things that I can't do, you know? So I'm not here to just poo-poo on fighters, but at some point, like I'm, kind of like I'm tired of talking about Canelo and we got Charles Bad News Conwell. You understand what I'm saying? Albert Prince Bell. You see what I'm saying? You got fighters who literally are out here and just trying to get on. You know what I'm saying? And then there's so many fighters who have promising careers and their careers have been stalled out by the politics of boxing. And I'm like, man, come on. You feel me? Dang, Adam Hurley said Canelo would duck Jake Paul too. Paul's knocked three guys out cold. Canelo a ginger and don't want no smoke. Now I think he could. That's why I think Jake Paul is gonna literally be his farewell. I think he's gonna go out there, he's gonna stretch Jake Paul, he's gonna fight him at 200 pounds, and it's gonna count on his professional record, and that's gonna be his farewell. Yeah. Kind of local TV said, when you talking boxing and you mention Conwell, you got my attention. Period. Like we got so many fighters, man, whose careers are you got the great Brandon Adams. You understand what I'm saying? The politics of the sport have done dastardly things to a lot of these fighters, man, who are willing to get in and fight at any given moment, who just want an opportunity, who are just looking for a chance. And so I think that it's a black eye, but I did create a list of things that I felt like he was good for the sport for. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, then I get the news about a potential fight with him and Paul, and I'm just like, man, that's not good, man. Like that's not good. And then people are saying, like, man, he's turning down a $75 million guaranteed payday with a 70-30 split on the back end for the pay-per-view. And I'm like, duh. And let me give y'all some news. And this is some news that you can use in my legendary Topcast voice. He turned down $75 million and 100% of the pay-per-view versus David Benavidez. David Benavidez was going to take a flat rate of $5 million. Canelo was going to get $75 million and 100% of the pay-per-view back in. David Benavidez was going to get 0% of the pay-per-view back in. And that is according to David Benavidez via his interview with Andre S.O.G. Ward over on the Art of Ward. Salute to Andre S.O.G. Ward. And Canelo ducked that fight. 75 million payday. You understand what I'm saying? Guaranteed. And 100% of the pay-per-view back in. David Benavidez was going to take $5 million flat. And still no fight. And and here I go, because now it's about to sound like I'm poo-pooing. Like, I need y'all to stop giving in to the misnomer that no fighter is scared, fighters aren't scared, no fighter's scared. Stop the madness, man. Fighters, though they are tremendous athletes, they're people. They're human beings. There is fear at play. There is fear at play. Stop saying and stop listening to that foolishness, man, especially from fighters, because that's what they're supposed to say. They're supposed to exalt themselves. They're supposed to say that. The fact of the matter is the majority of fighters don't even watch boxing for real. The majority of fighters don't even watch boxing. Remember, they were just talking to Tank Davis, one of the greatest fighters of this generation, and he was unfamiliar with the marvelous one, Marvin Hagler. You feel me? Like, these dudes don't even watch boxing. I remember listening to 78 Sports TV talk to Keith Thurman, and he had to break down the WBA sanctioning body and how the sanctioning bodies actually work. Like, these fighters, they're not familiar with the rankings. They're not familiar. It's us that's on the outside looking in that are more knowledgeable about these things. You feel me? And then also a lot of the fighters are in positions where they're trying to play nice. They don't want to offset the apple cart. They don't want to upset the powers that be. So they not going to say anything critical of Canelo Alvarez, except for the people who are literally trying to fight him, or whose careers have literally been offset by his unwillingness and Yeah, his unwillingness and his decision to not fight them. Yeah. So at the end of the day, like, you know, we just in this position where it's just funny. It's just funny, but you can do away with the misnomer that fighters aren't afraid to fight. People are afraid. People are afraid to fight. That's as an athlete, like, you know, I line up and strapped up versus people. There were people that I was afraid to face. You understand what I'm saying? There were people that I was afraid to face. Like, all right, you know, shit, we about to line up and get it on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how this gonna go, but let's get it. So nah, stop that. Oh, he's not afraid. No, he's afraid of David Benavidez. He's afraid of David Benavidez. He's afraid of what's going to happen. He's afraid of exposure. He's afraid of exposure. He's afraid of exposure. That's just what it is. Look at Big Joe Townsend. He said it's facts. People talk that mess, bro, but you gonna go line up, like even playing basketball. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm going up against somebody that's ranked in the state. You know, they got a center over there, and here I am, 6'4". You understand what I'm saying? And I got to guard somebody that's 6'9", going to the University of Cincinnati. You understand what I'm saying? Top 50 player in the country. Yeah, I got some butterflies. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm nervous about this. I cannot afford to go out here and let this motherfucker give me 50. You understand what I'm saying? And then the game gets started and I go at them like I go at everybody else. But nah, you cannot say that people are not afraid. You know what I'm saying? Like, that don't even make sense. Fear is a part of the human experience. It is an emotion. No different than sadness, no different than happiness, no different than anxiety, no different than anything else. Fear is natural. And when you're looking at somebody and you're looking at their fighting style and you understand that their fighting style is all wrong for you, you understand what I'm saying? It's all wrong for you, then you're gonna be fearful. Joe Townsend said, Junior, the truth, the difference is in football, we have no choice but to line up, regardless if we scared or not. Face your face, 100%. I mean, 100 and 101. Face your face 101. Like, bro, you got to line that shit up. And that's what we had to do, bro. I'm coming in as an incoming freshman, and you know what I'm saying, or a red shirt freshman when I actually started, and I'm lining up against the University of Notre Dame, and they got offensive linemen 6'7", 350. You understand what I'm saying? 6'7", 350 with fucking 4% body fat, and I'm lining up with him. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm 6'4", 275. And I'm lining up, and this is my assignment. And I gotta figure out my pad level. I gotta figure out my rush. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do and staying like, man, it is what it is. You got to face your fear, Joe Towns. You got to face it. Boxing and Barbecue said line up or sit on the bench, period. Nah, you got to line that up. And so and I feel like, and the reason why Canelo is not going to, there's always going to be an asterisk by his career because he refused to go face his greatness, bro. Like family, sisters, fellas, like he literally refused to face his greatness. Like, you got to understand that, and this is a teaching moment. Cam, watch this, killer. Your greatest achievements, man, and your greatest accolades and achievements and your greatest feelings in your life that you're ever going to achieve is right on the other side of that fear. It's on the other side of that fear. It's on the other side of that anxiety. It's on the other side of those impossible obstacles. Like, that's where your greatest, think about it, like your life. Think about the greatest moments that you've been fulfilled in your life, the greatest feelings you've ever had in your life. Think about it. It was on the other side of some shit that you were scared to do. You were scared to do it. Something you were scared to do, something that seemed impossible, something that seemed like it was just too much for you. You just wasn't going to be able to do it. You didn't want to do it. You avoided it. You tried to find all these other ways, and it wasn't no other way to that thing that you wanted but to go straight through. That's the only way. And your greatest thing that you accomplish in your life is on the other side of that fear, period. And so Canelo, in my opinion, he's going to have a permanent asterisk by his name because in those moments, he didn't do it. He didn't do it. He had an opportunity to deliver to us one of the greatest eras in the sport of boxing with him, the Charlos, Demetrius Andrade, Erislandy, Laura, all of them dudes at 154. That was supposed to be one of the greatest. That was supposed to be the reincarnation of the Kings. He failed to deliver that. And the truth be told, if Canelo had got in there and danced with them dudes, then they would have fought each other. Everybody would have, hell, we probably would have got the Charlo twins to fight. You know they ain't rap tight. The Charlo twins probably would have fought each other. The bag was right. If he would have went down in there and danced with them, everybody else would have fought each other. But what did we end up getting? Nobody fought nothing. The only fight we got was a smaller Jamel Charlo moving up 2 weight classes to go face Canelo Alvarez in a fight in which he was outmatched and outgunned. Period. But if we had got that fight when we should have got it at 154, we would have got we would have got Canelo Alvarez versus a couple of them dudes. We would have got Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade versus, we would have got him, Andrade versus Jamel. would have got Andrade versus Jamal. You feel me? We would have had Canelo versus Andrade, Canelo versus one of the Charlos. They'd have introduced the new blood at the time, which was Jared Swift Hurd. He'd have got in there. He would have got a couple of them fights. That division would have been cracking. The division still ended up cracking and being the best division in the sport of boxing, but Canelo should have set it off. And he didn't. He didn't. And he could have. He had the opportunity to, and he didn't. You feel me? He would be more respected. It wouldn't be the asterisk if he had engaged in that. If he hadn't strategically moved around Gennady Golovkin, but ran in that thing head on and faced Gennady Golovkin, would have been respected for that, man. Win, lose, or draw. You feel me? Would have been respected. Would have been respected. If he'd have went on and faced David Benavidez instead of dancing around and playing around, would be much more respected. Much more respected. But now at this juncture, you have, because let's be clear, man. He's losing favor with his fans. Because you got to understand at the core, bro, the Mexican fan base, like at the core, they are boxing aficionados. At the core, like the real ones, they're boxing aficionados. For real, in a real way. And they understand that this is not representing, or this is not indicative of what they stand on. Like, and these are the same people like who look at me and they look at me sideways and look at me crazy because I'm a fan of Showtime Sean Porter, because I'm a fan of Adrian Broner, because I'm a fan of Robert Easter Jr. Like, those are 3 fighters that we got to take Robert off of that because he danced around that Devin Haney. He danced around Devin Haney's call out. You feel me? He danced around that. But those fighters, when they actually were in their prime, when they were holding court, they fought everybody. They didn't turn down nothing but their collars. They fought everybody. You feel me? And they fought everybody, and that's, like I said, those are my Ohio fighters. People look at me crazy because I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs over Jared Big Baby Anderson. Like, man, he just got exposed. He blah, blah, blah. Like, bro, do you know who he went in there and fought? When nobody else is trying to fight, dude. Nobody else trying to fight, buddy. Everybody ducking, buddy. Ain't nobody giving buddy a shot. And my youngin went in there and did what he could, came up short. You feel me? Went out on his shield. Nah, man, I can't do nothing but respect that, and I can't wait for the comeback. I just got a call from camp yesterday. I can't wait for the comeback. Cannot wait for the comeback. And meanwhile, you got Canelo out here dancing around, bro, and avoiding a fight with Bud. Like somebody who avoiding a fight with Bud. But it's no secret. Cause it sat down. Like, once all the hoopla is done, once all the talk is done, once all of it settles down and you start thinking about what you about to get yourself into, and you get to looking at Bud, you get to looking at them stats, and you realize like he's actually a bigger person than me. His style is actually all wrong for me. He's actually better than I am. Yeah, that ain't the way I want to go out. You feel me? That ain't the way I want to go out, man. You feel me? That ain't, baby. That ain't the way I want to go out. Yeah. So at the end of the day, man, it's just a real unfortunate situation. It really truly is. And I was even gonna open up the phone line because I wanted to hear, but I don't even want to hear nobody talk about this, man. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't even want to hear nobody talk about this. I don't want to talk about this no more. Like this is at the end of the day, this just is what it is, and we gonna see. You know what I mean? Like we really gonna see what's gonna come of this situation. This is an absolute though. Listen, man, I'm gonna wait because I'm not gonna overreact. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not gonna overreact. Third game boss, what's up, homie? I ain't gonna overreact, bro. Jay Good, I'm gonna hold it. I'm gonna hold it, bro. I'm gonna hold it because he might come back and actually announce that he's fighting David Benavidez, El Monstro. He might announce that, man, and then I ain't. But this right here is absolutely everything that's wrong with the sport of boxing, and the mere fact. And this is my problem. And I'm like, all right, Joe. Joe said keep it funky. Let's get funky like a monkey real quick. He said keep it fun. He don't want to lose to Amayate. Man, he don't want to lose to nobody. He don't want to lose to David Benavidez either. I'm gonna tell you this is everything that's wrong with the sport of boxing, but we are keeping it alive. And we are keeping it alive because if all you have to do is just look, like you gotta, like, come on, man. Like I look at Canelo like I would look at a woman in the street. This ain't no disrespect. But if I'm looking and I see somebody that's jumping from relationship to relationship to relationship, and then I look at the trail of destruction. You feel me? I'm looking at HBO, Showtime, PBC. I'm cool, player. I'm cool. Yeah, I'm cool. No different than if I was looking at a woman and she go from relationship to relationship to relationship, and I'm Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, Ralph, Mike, and all of them smoke dope. Ain't no way, boy. Ain't no way. It's a pattern. It's a clear pattern. So what I look like kicking it with her. Like, nah, baby, I got to look at your trail of destruction. Nah, I got to check your pedigree. I got to look and what, huh? Look at the destruction. Like you dealt with him, then them, and them. All three of them niggas smoke crack. Nah, you can't bring that over here to me, baby. You can't bring that. You cannot do that to me, baby. No, because all I'm going to do is look at the pattern. You can look at Canelo's pattern. HBO, out of business. Showtime, out of business. PBC, on a lifeline. Bro, what are we doing? We don't need something in the milk. If this is the biggest draw in the sport of boxing, this is the face of the sport of boxing. Everybody that is in a relationship with the face of the sport of boxing and the biggest draw in the sport of boxing, everybody is going out of business, having fire sales even. Something in the milk ain't right. When Floyd Mayweather was at HBO and Floyd Pretty Boy Floyd Mayweather was over at HBO, and he changed over and he was Money Mayweather at HBO, they was rolling. HBO 24/7, say I'm lying. They was rolling. They were rolling. Then They didn't want to, he wanted to, hey man, he wanted to make it jump. He wanted to run it up. They didn't want to run it up with him. You feel me? They didn't want to run it up with him. So he said, all right. So he went to Showtime. When Floyd Money Mayweather was on Showtime, here comes the All Access. Floyd Money Mayweather, Showtime was rolling. Say I'm lying. They was rolling. Because he was the face of the sport of boxing. He was putting them numbers up, breaking pay-per-view, making history, running it up. The real face of the sport of boxing, running it up. So now you mean to tell me, let me give y'all my Judge Joe Brown voice. So you mean to tell me that there's a new face in the sport of boxing, and he's over there on your platform, and within 3 to 5 fights, you out of business? Y'all closed the doors on the sport of boxing. It's a trail of destruction. Y'all can't afford to pay Canelo Alvarez $50 million a fight. There is no ROI. As a business, Joe Townsend, we got to talk business. Everybody be talking about boxing is a business. Boxing is a business. That's what the suits will tell you in a minute. Well, you got to understand boxing is a business. It's a business, motherfucker, and you don't know what you're doing. Y'all don't know what you're doing. 50 mil? What is the ROI? What is the ROI? 50 mil to fight Caleb Plant? What's the ROI? You're not gonna get that money back. You losing. You got a whole 50. You know how many fights? That's like 5 Errol Spence fights with the 50 mil. That's like 5 EJ fights. What? That's like 10 Charlo fights. What? That's like 20 Danny Garcia fights. Like 50 mil. And y'all, that's 2 or 3 Deontay Wilder fights. 50 mil? Nah, 50 mil was like 5 Wilder fights. And y'all spend that money here, and then you wonder why y'all out of business? You deserve to be out of business. You deserve to be out of business. You deserve to be out of business. Are you kidding me? You deserve to be out of business. Ain't no way. And that's why I think in the back of my mind, and I ain't gonna, allegedly, just what I think, I really believe that was a bust down operation. I really believe that it was a bust. There's no way that you got these suits and you got these people in these positions, and these people with all of this knowledge and all this schooling and all this know-how, and they didn't been learned. You feel me? And this is what y'all doing? This is what, huh? Nah, that don't make sense to me. It don't make sense to me. Yeah, it don't make sense to me. And so at the end of the day, and I'm saying this respectfully, with all respect due, Canelo was over on the DAZN. Didn't work out. So why Turk Al-Sheikh would entertain throwing that money there? Because you're keeping the bullshit alive. You feel me? Like you keeping the bullshit alive. The whole inception of Riyadh season and the whole premise by which they are campaigning is delivering the biggest and best fights and putting people in a position where there is no ducking. You feel me? So why would you invite Howard D. Duck to the party? Now you need to let him just be on the outside looking in, because at the end of the day, he's not trying to come over here and dance. He's not trying to dance. You already see that situation, run into the situation with Jake Paul, that's not going to be on Riyadh season. I believe that's going to end up being on Netflix again. You feel me? That's not going to be on DAZN. That's not going to be on Riyadh season. That's going to end up being on Netflix. It's going to end up being on Netflix. Joe Townsend said the ROI is rubbing elbows with Canelo while he got on his silk pajamas. You feel me? Yeah, why he got on his silk pajamas and no ski mask. That's it. So when it's all said and done, I'm like, man, this is a like, at some point somebody got to tell the truth. You understand? Like you ain't come on, man. Like you over here trying to have a party. And this is what I said, and I said this years ago. I told all the fighters, I said, stop. I'm talking about back in the Punch Junkie morning show days where we coming out. And I said, stop chasing dude. Stop calling his name. Y'all need to go out, excuse me, and have your own careers. This is before the fallout of the Charlos. This is before Demetrius Andrade, right around when he was doing the Rapunzel, throw down your hair when they announced the DAZN and he went over there and signed with them. Like, stop chasing dude. Y'all y'all render him, what's the word I'm looking for? When a person, when a motherfucker has zero importance, irrelevant. Render him irrelevant. No matter what titles he has, no matter what he's doing, render him irrelevant. Fighters should look to make the best fights. Fight other world champions. You feel me? And if he tries to come over there and lure you into some bullshit, don't do what Sergey Kovalev did. Don't sell your belts. Don't sell your title. Have you some dignity. Do what Badu Jack did. You feel me? Y'all don't remember when he was trying to fight Badu Jack and trying to pull him into some bullshit, and Badu Jack said, nah, a man got to have a code. You feel me? At some point, a man has to have a code. And so that's just where I'm at with this stuff, man. This whole situation, I think is really, it's ridiculous. And it's not good, you know what I mean? Especially for somebody who's supposed to be, quote unquote, the face of the sport. Where do we go? What does it mean if Jake Paul literally gets this fight with Canelo Alvarez? What does this mean? Does that mean he's like just one of the most tremendous businessmen ever? Does that mean he's the face of the sport of boxing? Or does it mean boxing is just full of hoes that are for sale? If the price is right, you understand what, and the work is easy. So it's a cold game, man. But at the end of the day, like, this is bad. Dirt Game Boss said it means the sport we love is being made mockery of. It's already a mockery. The mere fact that he was able to get in there and fight a 60-year-old Mike Tyson, like, it's already a mockery. It's already a mockery. The fact that Floyd Mayweather actually fought his brother, like, it's already a mockery, bro. It's already done. Like, it's already a mockery. This is him fighting Canelo Alvarez at this juncture of Canelo's career, and Canelo not fighting David Benavidez is something much more dark. It's something much more sinister. It's something way, way worse. Way, way worse. Felix Nunez says, you turning against your Ohio brethren, Jake Paul Jr.? No, I'm not turning against Jake Paul. I want Jake Paul to get his money. I like seeing Jake Paul knock out old UFC fighters and inactive or UFC fighters who ain't never boxed before. And so I like that format. I like him getting basketball players, pulling them in the ring and knocking them out and shit. Like, I like that. You know what I'm saying? I literally like that. Far as, but do I want to see him in versus Canelo Alvarez? No. The only fight I want to see Canelo Alvarez is I want to see him drop his nuts, defend his honor, and go and fight David Benavidez. You feel me? I want him to be who people think he is and who people have coined him as, and I want him to go fight David Benavidez. And I'm not trying to hear nothing about David Benavidez is too big and Canelo can pick whoever he wants to. He's picked whoever he wants to. He's picked whoever he's wanted to. And you know what we got as a result? We got two of the biggest, most historical networks in the sport of boxing in the United States of America no longer covering the sport of boxing. They no longer have boxing programming as a result. If we're going to talk facts, let's talk facts. That's what we get for allowing him to pick whoever he wants to fight and saying he deserves to pick whoever he wants to. We now have two of the most historic networks in the history of the sport of boxing in the United States of America no longer covering the sport at all. They no longer cover boxing. Not nan bit of boxing. You will not see fights over on HBO or Showtime. No fights. Period. Yeah. I'm trying to tell you, like, that's what we get for that. That's what we got. And so I'm looking at people in the sport of boxing. I'm looking at these trainers and fighters, and they saying he can fight whoever he wants to. No, that's not how boxing works, bro. You fight whoever the customers are demanding that you fight. We are customers. Like everybody, all of the suits, they always want to talk about we are the boxing is a business. Boxing is a business. Okay. So if boxing is a business, what you must understand is that I am the business of boxing. I am the fan. I am the customer. I am the business of boxing. What you are in is a relationship with me, the customer, the consumer. And we are in a relationship that is based on exchange. You feel me? You have a product that you present to me. And if I approve of your product, then I engage in the exchange with you. If I don't approve of your product, I will not engage in an exchange with you. I will not buy tickets. I will not purchase the pay-per-views. I will not purchase the necessary subscriptions for the fight. And it's a good chance for me in the seat that I sit in, it's a good chance that I won't cover or talk about it in depth. I will not bring any notoriety to your BS. Ain't no way. But I'm the business of the sport of boxing. Like I'm the business. I am the business. There's a sweatshirt available at the Punch Junkie shop. www.punchjunkie.shop or punchjunkie.com will get you there. Go to punchjunkie.com, click the shop, click shop, and you can go over there and get this sweatshirt. It says literally, I am the business of boxing. When I wear my sweatshirt to fights, people look at me like, damn. No, I am the business of boxing. You talk about boxing as a business. I know because I'm the business. I'm the business. I am the business of boxing. Literally, figuratively, I am the business of boxing. We, as fans, we hold the keys. We hold the keys. You know why HBO is out of business? Because we wasn't buying that shit. You feel me? That's why they out of business. We were not buying that shit. So they could not justify continuously having that programming on because we were not buying it. You feel me? You know why Showtime went belly up? Because we were not buying their product. We weren't buying it. We didn't buy it. We weren't buying it. So they could not rationally continue to provide that programming because we weren't buying it. You know why ESPN is no longer going to be covering the sport of boxing? Because they can't constitute continuing to cover it. There is no ROI. You know why there's no ROI? Because Bob Arum took his silly ass up and he continuously, constantly disrespected Terence Bud Crawford, who was the biggest thing over there, who was the one once in a generational fighter that they had on top. Well, he was the latest in a long line of once in a generational fighter that they had on Top Rank that he showed absolutely no respect to. So he bounced. You feel me? And he followed the line of Floyd Money Mayweather, Oscar De La Hoya, and several other fighters that pivoted and moved from Top Rank boxing. That's why. And now, and you know what happened? When he did that, when he went out there and he disrespected Terence Bud Crawford, talked about how much money he's lost, he ain't a draw, he ain't this, he ain't that, he didn't give him the biggest fights. They were putting all their money behind trying to build up Vasily Lomachenko, who I'm sorry, he just didn't have it. You feel me? He didn't have that it. Terence Bud Crawford had that it. Didn't have that it. And they went away from that. And now, no disrespect, y'all know the fighters, This ain't got nothing to do with the fighters. This ain't got nothing to do with y'all. Y'all know I'm rocking with y'all. Top Rank is full of prospect fighters. Y'all say I'm lying. They don't even have Shakur Stevenson over there no more. It's full of prospects. Young, great, talented prospects. ESPN, the people at ESPN looked at that, I'm sure, and they said, man, what? We don't even have no world champions over here. We don't have no championship fights over here, man. We can't do this. They are known now for prospects. Shawa they had the pound for pound king and was not acknowledging him. And if you peep it, if you anything like me, you peep the play. I peeped the play. There was not a time where they mentioned Terence Bud Crawford that they did not mention Vasily Lomachenko, because they tried to get Vasily Lomachenko up under that same light as Terence Bud Crawford. It was not one time where they mentioned Terence Bud Crawford that they did not try to work in Vasily Lomachenko. It was the pattern. You feel me? It was the pattern. And now they don't have no fight. They have prospects. And they're having to scramble and scrounge to put the prospects in the position. So now they just got to take all the prospects and move them over there to work with Riyadh season and Turk al-Sheikh. But this is a very real thing. Like, this is serious business. This is for real. This is what happens in the sport of boxing when the best don't fight the best. We have Vasily Lomachenko ducking Devin Haney. You feel me? We had Teofimo Lopez ducking Devin Haney. We had fighters over there literally ducking the best competition. Yeah. Shawa said, Vasily, Mr. I don't feel I ever lost a fight. had your last second lost your second pro fight and didn't run it back against a journeyman. Orlando Salido lost it against the drunk journeyman. But man, anyway, man, I just, like, at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, man, this is just it. You feel me? Dirt Gang said, now we got Tank ducking Devin Haney. It ain't just Dev Haney, man. There's the avoidance of the big fight, of any of the big fights that we want to see. You know what I'm saying? From that squad. And I'm a fan of all these fighters, but I'm gonna keep it a brick. And you're gonna see how that's gonna end up. You're going to see how that's gonna end up. You're gonna see how that's gonna end up. That's my alarm, man. I gotta go get the kids anyway, and I'm coming up on an hour. So this fight, man, the fallout of the negotiations, because we didn't have a fight. There was no canceling the fight. There was no pulling out of the fight because we didn't have an official fight. What you had is a person or a team and an entity that's leaving the negotiation table. And so that's what that is. That's all that is. And it's par for the course. I would expect him to leave the negotiating table, because I don't expect from here on out, I don't expect Canelo to go in there knowingly in a fight versus somebody that they believe can actually beat them. They thought they were going to go in there and dog walk Bivol, and it was quite the opposite. You feel me? And even with that was, in my opinion, that was ducking gone wrong. That was he ducked his way, tried to do a cherry pick, and it was a cherry pick gone wrong, because he literally was running from David Benavidez and ran head first into that buzzsaw versus Bivol. And like I said, this ain't really a hate on Canelo type of situation by any stretch of the imagination. This is I feel bad for the sport of boxing and for us as fans, because this is a pitiful showcase. And this is going to be history that can never be rewritten, man. Salute to y'all. Thank y'all so much, man, for taking the time to tune in. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate it. If I had a million tongues, I couldn't tell it all, man. Like, I literally couldn't tell it all, man. Thank you all so much. Salute to everybody that shows love to the Black Gentleman Grooming Company. Man, y'all keeping us busy, man. I appreciate y'all. Y'all going over there, making all types of orders, man. Salute to everybody, Street Team, Brand Ambassador, Doc. Salute to everybody over there at the shop, man, making it do what it do. Y'all can be sure to come check us out, www.theblackgent.com. We do have a line of all natural handcrafted grooming products specifically with you in mind. So be sure to come check us out, www.theblackgent.com. That's www.theblackgent.com. In my Jay Good voice, man. This is Junior the Truth, and this has been The Truth on Boxing, man. I'm a DJ host, Junior the Truth. I'm gonna give you your daily reminder, man. To view your life like a pair of dice until your life looks like a paradise. I'm Ohio born, player made. If you don't know anything else about me at the end of the day, I got to keep pushing back.
We offer the best grooming products for you. Yes, all natural and handcrafted too. We wanna help be your swagger, your style, class, and luxury. We make our products tailor-made for you with high quality. Yeah, so get in style with the Black Company. To give you swagger, style, class, and luxury. Yeah, the Black Gentleman Company. To give you swagger, style, class, and luxury. Yeah.
Located at www.theblackgent.com.